right here with me now, we have Mr. Warrant, and then we have our Station Commander, Mr. Vodboy. We are here to investigate them about the Papi Sporter.
Sir, were you here in 1985, the 3rd July, here in Steytlerville?
No, I was attending school in Utrecht at that time, yeah.
Okay, so were you here?
No, I was in Johannesburg.
You were in Johannesburg?
Yes.
Okay. Sir, if you were the lieutenant then and the incident happened, what would have you done?
Yeah, it all depends on the situation at the moment. And unfortunately, doesn't have the details what happened at that stage, why certain thing happened and or it happened that way. And yeah, it all depends on the situation. Yeah.
Do you think what they done is justified?
Yeah, as I said, I can't say if it's justified or not. It all depends on what happened at that stage and on the situation itself. Yeah.
Okay, so sir, let me put you in that position. What would have you said to the families that lost their children?
Yeah, if it was an accident, I would have told the family, honestly, it was an accident, but if it was wrongdoing by the police, and we'd also have to be honest to get closure to the whole case. Someone had to be honest and tell them honestly what happened then.
Okay. Due to my knowledge that I got from my sources, you were going to become a priest. What happened?
A priest?
Yes.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, something happened and then I couldn't go and study as a priest. And then I became a teacher for 2 years, and then after that, then I joined the police, and that's why I'm here.
Okay. Did you want to be a police?
No, honestly, no. It was not my dream to be a police officer. I really wanted to be a priest, but because of the circumstances at that stage, and then there was no other way, and then I had to be a police officer.
Okay. Thanks. Now, sir, can you allow us to go and see the holding cells where Papi spoke the fighting?
Okay, no, it's fine. I can show you the cells.
Thank you.
Do you want to? Fernando has a choice. She thinks she might want to be a social worker, but she has an idea to join the police. Yeah, she's not sure how she would go about that. What would be her best route? What should she do? She's a clever girl. She does well at school.
Yeah, what she can do after matric, grade 12, and she can apply into the police, and then after basic training, and then because there's opportunities to study in the police, and then study to be a social worker.
As well?
Yeah, while we are police officer, because we just got a lady who got a degree now in social worker. She's a police lady. Yeah, the other choice is other people go and study first as a social worker and then come back and join the service at that stage. Yeah.
Do you think that the police force is now a better informed force than it was in 1985? Do you think policemen now are better informed than they were then? It's 30 years ago, it's a long time.
Yeah, I believe so, because times changed between 84 and now. It changed a lot because we also joined the force just before 1994, and
yes,
yeah,
yes.
That's the thing. Unfortunately, we grew up in 84's 5 and being afraid of police officer, which is not the same now, because people are more friendly towards police because they're informed what is our duties, and now because the police is more community oriented.
Yes,
yeah,
okay.
that's why there's a better relationship between the two. Yeah.
Can I just came in there, Mr. Lieutenant, because you know what happened. I've got a daughter who also, she was in the University of Western Cape.
Okay.
And she studied there, and also I told her she can also come into the police, and my son is here by NMMU,
Yes.
His son is also there by NMMU, and they are studying there. So they are finishing now. His son is finishing now,
Yes.
and then he will become
My son studied to be a psychologist.
a psychologist, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now my son is also doing a BA degree
A BA degree
in arts.
in arts.
Yes.
So does he study philosophy and humanities?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Now and I believe in the police you've got because we got the other day the people in Pearl.
Yes.
There's a police
University.
in Pearl where you can go and study. You
Okay,
come into the
okay.
police, you can go and study there. So you've got a lot of opportunities in the police.
Yes, yes.
You got a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, yeah.
You will be a psychiatrist in it. So
Yeah.
if you finish with your matric and you came into the police, and you go to that college, that is the benefit that the people have now.
Yes, no, I agree. I agree. Could I ask something else?
Okay.
And I don't mind if you don't answer. When our small group, we have a group of 6 young people, aged between 12 and 17. Zintley is the oldest. They've spoken to, when we began this process, I began this film because I met women from Black Sash in Cape Town who
Okay.
have a lot of stories to tell.
Yeah.
One of them was about a protest in Cape Town because they'd heard that a child had died in custody. They thought that Johannes Spuchter had been 12 and he died in actual fact, because I've seen his death certificate, he was 15. Yeah? Not that that makes a lot of difference, really, you know. But they knew, the women in Cape Town knew nothing else about what had happened. And my idea was that what was important was the future, not the past, it was the future. So why don't we speak to the young people about what happened and what their perception of this is. Now, in the course of doing that, they have spoken to a lot of people.
Yeah.
They have heard a lot of different stories.
Yeah.
We are beginning to get a fairly reasonable picture of what happened. The 2 young men who died were both part of the UDF.
Yeah.
And it was clear that there was a move from the government to quell any kind of protest. Now that happens in every country in the world.
Yeah.
It doesn't just happen here. But that was the situation. A lot of the people that they've spoken to feel that it was never resolved. You know, they understand that Svandile Merkels was actually being sought, he was wanted. The police intended to get him because they saw him as an organiser. Yeah? And it wasn't just the police, it was the special branch. I can't remember what they were called here, but, you know, do you think, and it seems that Papi Spuchter, Johannes Spuchter, died because he witnessed the shooting of Svandile. That's the story that has emerged from speaking to people right? Now, I just wonder whether there is anything that we can do that is useful for the future to, I don't know, have a local conversation about it. Somehow or other it needs to get, it needs to be put away. These girls are talking about healing. And people here are quite religious, they use ideas like that. You will understand that. It seems to me that it's kind of, if you understand the expression, it's an elephant in the room. Do you know what I mean? And some people are extremely angry. These people were shocked. Can you tell? You were shocked. The old woman you interviewed the other day.
Yeah, when she said she will never forget a white person.
So somebody that she talk about the past
Yes,
She
talked
talked about the past.
Yes.
And she said she will never forget because
Never forgive and forget.
Yeah, I think that this is a suggestion which was made by you. It's a good suggestion because people will stay angry
They are.
when the truth is not coming out.
Yeah.
And people are not debating what really
Yeah,
happened at that
well-
stage. But unfortunately, we all sit here and we don't really know what happened because we're not involved. We only also heard pieces of stories, what happened, but not the real truth that happened at the time. And maybe if there is people who were involved or part of this thing in the past, maybe if they can come out and speak what happened, what really happened, and then maybe people can resolve this thing which is
Yeah.
amongst us, uncertainty.
Yes,
Or
it's
what
uncertainty.
really happened.
What would be good is
Yeah.
some of the filmed interviews
Yeah.
are really quite vivid. Yeah. And if we do some background research, some of the stories stand up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that doesn't make them provable in court. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But what I think would be useful is once these young people have made their film, we want to show it here in Steytlerville, and I would like to invite you to
Yeah.
come and see it, just to share the experience with people, and not pointing any fingers
Yeah.
or blaming anybody,
Yeah.
but it is something that happened, and if you were there,
Yeah,
I think
because
that would speak volumes.
there's another suggestion I have because I'm from Graverenet
You're from Hampton.
and that one guy was shot there in Graverenet. And so I believe that the people, if we have that film also is Mangalisa Robert Sobukwe.
Oh, Sobukwe.
Sobukwe, he's from Graverenet.
Yes.
Yeah, because I was there at school when he was shot that day. And I was a scholar.
Yes.
And afterwards, I believe that we must just tell the truth. What happened? And I believe if the people knew the truth, then they will know what was happening that day. Because
When
yeah,
people
I
know
was
the truth-
I was still at school then.
Yes, okay. We shall find out about that. We'll
Yeah,
get more
Mangalisa
information on
Robert
it.
Sobukwe.
Sobukwe. Yes, yes. Yes, okay. Because one of the people who's helping with this project is a woman called Judy Chalmers, who was an MP. She was an
Okay.
ANC MP for 3 terms.
Okay.
Her sister was Molly Blackburn,
Okay.
who was a councillor, she was a member of the provincial council in Port Elizabeth.
Yeah.
So, they were all members of Black Sash, but they were also heavily involved in some of the, when the Langa
Yeah.
incident occurred, Molly and Judy were the first people on the scene, and Molly intervened to stop. She was very frightened that people were going to riot. I mean, a lot of people had died, so she intervened. There's a lot of goodwill, it seems
Yeah.
to me. You have a very good story to tell, is what I'm trying to say. So, let's have a look at that. And when they've made their film, it would be wonderful if you could come and see it. I think it would speak volumes. You just need to come and see it. I think it
Yeah.
would tell people a lot.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Thank you for letting me do that.